back to Abby a little bit later on. It'll kind of be a Q&A panel kind of style between her and I'm going to ask her a ton of questions about what it's like to be a first generation student at her college now. So, again, we will begin the presentation. So again, there's something special about being the first, whether it's, the first man on the moon, the first flight, your first kiss, who doesn't remember that? Your first job interview, first impressions, being first place, or even the first African American president. These are all memorable moments in life. So, just like the Wright brothers, Neil Armstrong, and President Barack Obama, first generation college students are breaking barriers and beating the odds to make it to and through college every day. About more than 15 million students are enrolled in post secondary institutions now, and nearly 30% of those students are first generation low income students. Unfortunately, only 29% of first gen students enroll into any post secondary institution right after high school, and only about 11% of those students will graduate with a bachelor's degree within 6 years, compared to 55% of non first generation students. So, as we can see, first generation students are going to college and, they're making it on campus, but the real issue here is actually graduating once they're actually on campus. So this is a question that I like to pose to a lot of students that I talk to when we're talking about the college application process. So when you're looking for colleges, what are some of the characteristics that are important to you in finding the right fit? Just off the top of my head, I know a ton of students will say location, a ton of students will say majors, uh, the location of the school, the cost of the school. All of these things are different things that students look at when they're applying for colleges, and all of these things are absolutely what you should be looking for. But here at First, we like students to take a little bit of a different approach and put a kind of a selfish lens on it and kind of a what's in it for me lens on their college search. So the college search is just not about getting to college, and thinking about the factors that influence where you go, like the cost and selectivity and all of that jazz, but it's also about getting through college. So once you're on campus, how will first generation college students be supported on campus, both in the classroom and beyond, on a path to graduation? So, again, making sure that you attend a college that is really going to support you and assist you once you're on campus to matriculate through up until your 4 years, so you'll actually walk across the stage. So these are some of the questions that you should be asking, as you're going through your college search, and whether you are getting assistance in your college search from a mentor, a high school counselor, a high school teacher, or if you're in a community-based organization that helps with college access. These are some of the things that you want to take into consideration. So does the college offer scholarships for first gen college students? So these are scholarships and grant programs that colleges and universities have that are specific to a first gen college student. So if you're first gen, that's something that you would be eligible for when applying to that college. And what financial aid opportunities are available for low income students? So does the university have like a special program where they give more money to first gen low income students, or is there again a scholarship or something else that will aid in the financial assistance of first gen students? And does the college host a visit program, open house, or offer a fly-in program? Now, these are programs that a lot of students may not know about, but I'm sure a ton of high school counselors and mentors know about them. So, the fly-in programs are programs that colleges and universities have, where they will fly you in, depending on your location. You may get flown in, you may bust in, trained in, or it might be a ride right up the street. But it allows you to actually be on that campus and essentially be a college student. So whether they host you for a day or a weekend, it's a program that will really allow you to get the feel of what it's like to be a college student. So you'll hang out in the dorms, or you'll even sleep in the dorms and be hosted by an upperclassman. You can go to the caf and see where all the students hang out and eat and mingle, but you'll also be able to sit in on the actual class and talk to professors, and you can even go to different departments and talk to chairs and deans of the departments, just to get a real sense of what it's like to be on campus. So those are your fly-in programs, but then you also have have your visit programs and your open house programs. And these are programs that the colleges and universities have that will allow, of course, it's more of a formal information session where they give an overview of the university and the programs that they have for first gen students. And these programs are amazing because it allows you to ask the questions that you have. So if if you're on the website and you're really looking at the school and you have a ton of questions, being able to participate in a visit program or open house or a fly-in program will not only allow you to actually be on that campus, but it'll allow you to talk to others that are on that campus. So whether you talk to an admissions counselor or whether you talk to one of the students on the yard or something like that, you really get a feel of what it's like to be on that campus. And another question that you should be asking is there a conditional admissions program that might take a chance on a student to prove themselves? So let's just say, for instance, you got a low C in a class in high school, and you could have done better, but you didn't. It's a okay. You're still awesome, but it kind of affected, your admissions and your academic piece when applying for college. So looking at colleges and universities that have programs that will take chances on students and say, hey, this student got a C in this physics class, but they're pretty awesome. So let's admit them through our conditional admissions program. So looking at colleges like that, if that's the situation that you're in. And just a few more questions that you may want to take into consideration. So, is there an orientation program that will help students acclimate to the college life? So, these are programs before you actually matriculate on campus. You will be able to sit in on an orientation class or summer bridge program, and you may even be able to take a class or two, which is always awesome before everyone else gets on campus. And you'll also learn the ins and outs of that particular college or university. And are there any peer mentoring opportunities to connect with upperclassmen? I know students love this, especially as a freshman, and I'm pretty sure Abby can attest to this, and myself, because I'm a first gen college student or college graduate. But just being able to connect with upperclassmen who also are first gen, and being able to be mentored by them is always awesome because as a freshman you're kind of worried, like, I don't really know what I'm doing, but it's always great to have a senior or even a junior to kind of be there for you when you have questions or you need advice, things like that. So really looking and seeing if these colleges and universities have different programs like that. Oh, let me go back. And lastly, there are a ton more, but I'm just going to kind of skip through some of these. But also checking to see if the particular college or university has a support office or student organizations for first gen or multicultural students on campus. One thing that we stress here at First is really having students look at colleges and universities that have programs to support them. So um, going to this college or university and really looking for whether student support services on campus, or maybe even it doesn't even have to be a support service. It can be an organization that you would be involved in that could kind of be your support system. So just really finding a group of friends and a group of people that you can connect with and that you'd be able to talk to and get advice from, and just also just to be there to lean on. So whether you're interested in like the Glee Club, or if you're interested in fraternities or sororities, or what, like Harry Potter clubs, or like a Scandal watching club, because who doesn't love Scandal? Just different things that you can connect with, and different organizations that you can be a part of, where you can really have a connection with other students and feel like you're a part of the organization or a part of the club. So again, these are just some questions that you can think about as you're going through your college process. So while you're thinking about where the school is located, and while you're thinking about how much the school or university costs, these are some questions that you should also have in the back of your mind and take into consideration. So now I'm going to talk a little bit more about First and what we do to provide resources and guidance for students. Again, our organization is called First, and we are essentially we're built around providing support and guidance for first generation students, and we're essentially an online community where students can come and build their profile, find colleges, and ask different questions. And just as a heads up for everyone that's on, at the end there will be a Q&A. I see questions coming in. I'm not ignoring you. We will answer those at the end. So just stay tuned. I'll definitely get to your questions. So when you come onto the I'm First website, you will be able to create a student profile. I don't know why it's not going next. Okay, yeah. You will be able to create a student profile. And once you create your student profile, you'll be able to import your extracurricular activities. You can talk more about your work experiences, your honors, your SATs and ACT scores, your academic interests, all of your cool academic information that you love to share. You can upload this into your I'm First profile. So this will really highlight everything that you've done. So when someone comes to your page, or even, yeah, when someone comes to your page, they can see all of the things that you've done. Whether, you want to highlight your band experience for 4 years, or whether you want to talk about how you were class president for 4 years, whatever it is that you want to highlight about yourself, you can do that within your I'm First dashboard profile. And our motto is the more the merrier. The more that you put, the better. And once you've created your dashboard, once you've created your profile, you'll have a dashboard. And in this dashboard, it's sort of like a news feed where it highlights all of the activity that has going on the website. So whether it's scholarship opportunities or recent blog posts or different things like that, all of that is in your news feed. So this is the home page where all of your information will be. Funny questions coming in. Okay, so as a part of the your I'm First dashboard, one of the cool things that you can do, you can search for colleges, and you can customize and search for colleges in different ways. So if you're looking for colleges that are in the Mid Atlantic area, or if you're only looking for colleges that are in California, you can you can customize and tweak it to really fit what you're looking for. And we partner with about, I would say, 170 colleges and universities across the country, and they range from small liberal arts colleges to large public institutions. So you get kind of the full gamut. So you have a wide variety of colleges and universities to select from. Okay, great. So now, this is just a screenshot of our the actual college profile. So as you can see, this is just an example, but this is Chapman University, one of our college partners, and this is what their profile looks like. And it's very similar to other college search engines that you've probably used. It gives an overview of the college, but what's really unique about what we do here at First and what we highlight on our college profiles is right in the middle, as you'll be able to see the programs supporting first gen college students. So this is kind of what we do. This is, what we live for, what excites us, just really providing this information to you guys as you're going through your college search. And these are all programs that are currently being offered at that university. So whether it's a summer bridge program that you can become a part of even before you're on campus, or whether it's a retention program that you can become a part of once you're on campus, these are different things that the college or university has to support you. And right next to the description of the program is a link. So say you see a fly-in program that you're really, really interested in, and that you really want to check out and apply for. If you click the link, it'll take you directly to the college's website for that particular page, and you could apply directly from there. So we try to make it really easy for you guys, because we know a lot of clicking and doing a lot of extra stuff. And yeah, we know you guys don't do it too. You don't want to do it. It's just a lot of hassle, and I completely understand because that's how I am too. So the easier, the better. We try to make it really easy for you guys and really effective for you guys. So that's why we have it that way. And also on the college profile, you can see up top the green thumbs up button. If you are interested in a school and you really, really love the school, so say you really, really love Chapman, what you can do is you can click that I'm interested button, and your profile, the profile we talked about a little while ago, that profile will be sent directly to our admissions contacts at Chapman. So they'll have all of that information, and that's where you can begin your one-on-one kind of communication with Chapman. So whether it's Chapman or any of our other colleges and universities, you can definitely begin that I guess informal relationship with the university. And if you're not too sure about the university, you can always click the save button, and the save button will save it to your dashboard. So say you want to come back to Chapman because there's something else that you wanted to read but didn't have time to, you can save it, and when you log back into your dashboard, Chapman will be right there under your saved items, and you can go directly to it. So again, we make it really easy. And we also have the options of sharing on Facebook and Twitter, because who isn't on Facebook and who isn't on Twitter? Everyone's using that. So we figured that's an awesome piece to add. And we think it's awesome for high school students because it allows you to share what you're doing with your Facebook and your Twitter community. So sharing that you've looked at Chapman University's website or sharing different things is always awesome. And at the bottom of the student profile, you will see student diversity. So at the bottom, this portion of the profile, it's a lot of numbers, but these are very interesting and very important numbers that you'll need to look at. So we give the number of undergrad students, kind of the breakdown of ethnicity and race on campus, as well as the affordability, so how much a school costs, and other things that are important. Again, how much school costs, deadlines, when things need to be in, all of those important dates that you have to remember, all of that is at the bottom. Again, it's in a really clear way, so there should be no confusion. Everything should be easy to see and easy to organize. Awesome. So another part of the I'm First dashboard, and once you sign on and once you become a part of the I'm First community, you can come on and ask questions and answer. You can ask questions and get answers. A lot of times, students have questions, but sometimes they don't want to ask their counselor, or they don't want to ask their mom or dad or whoever. They just may not want to ask them. I know when I was in high school, I didn't really like asking adults a lot of questions because I thought I knew everything. But this is an awesome place that you can come to ask questions and get answers. So if you can have a very specific question like, hey, not what's the graduation rate, but what's the tuition at, Bucknell University? That's a very specific question. Or you can ask a very, vague question like, where do I go to apply for colleges? Any question that you want to ask regarding the college selection and application process, feel free to come here and ask that question. Someone from the First staff will answer that question, and also our colleges and university partners chime in as well. So if you have a specific question, if it's from Bucknell or Princeton or whatever school, they'll actually hop on and say, hey, thanks for asking a question about my school. Here's a more detailed answer. And it's accurate because it's from an admissions officer at Bucknell. So, you may have a question about what to ask on a college tour. You may not ask about a specific school, but a school may chime in and say, "Hey, I work in admissions, but I also do, college tours. Here are great questions that I love to hear from students when they're on tour." So really providing you with the firsthand and accurate answers from the educational and higher education community. That's what we strive to do. So again, if you ever have any questions and you want answers, and it can be about anything through the college application process, this is definitely an awesome spot to ask the questions. And our blog. This is my ultimate favorite piece. So here at First, we have an annual scholarship called the I'm First Scholarship, and we've had the scholarship since about 2009, and we select 8 students from across the country going to one of our college partner schools. And once the student is selected as a college partner, I mean, not college partner, once the student is selected as a scholarship recipient, they'll become First bloggers. And these bloggers, they blog about their experiences in college. So, from their freshman year to their senior year, they blog about everything that they're experiencing while they're in college. And this piece is really cool because you get the firsthand experience from the student. So it's not just your teacher telling you who isn't first gen, but you're actually talking to, or you're actually reading from, or watching the video from a student who is currently in college and currently going through the process of, the life as a first generation college student. And we would love for anyone watching or whatever to actually, sign up to be on the I'm First website. And then also, once, April comes around of each year when you're a senior, you can apply for our website. So that's sort of not our website, our scholarship. So it's sort of an incentive. Like, hey, sign up for I'm First. Not only will we help you through your college search, but you can also apply for our scholarship. Um, and while our scholarship is really small, it's a $2,000 4-year renewable scholarship, and we only select eight winners per year. It's really awesome because the blog is just a key piece that we love here because, again, it just provides aspiring first generation students um, with different information that they may not know of, and just different obstacles and different things that they go through as a first gen student. So now what I am going to do, because I've done more than enough talking, I am going to switch it over to Abby. And she is going to answer some questions for us. Just some questions that I came up with that would be awesome for her to answer. And then after that, we'll get to all of your questions. Again, I see your questions coming in, and we will answer all of them. So, Abby, let's switch it to you.